is the 2006 Ruan minor motor show in Cornwall. 2 years ago I came down here. I left my power supply behind. This occasion I've got one, praise God, but I'm very late, so it's a quick rush around the show. Okay, some small engines around this particular area. One's even for sale. Well, I wouldn't know what to do with that one anyway. I'll show you this one. Take pride in their engines. Perfect working order. This one's more of a vintage one than the Helston one. Working on one microphone today, unfortunately. I have a bipod, in other words, it's the handles of the bicycle. More to look at here, as I may have mentioned. And this one's for sale. Distinctly remember when the police used to use these cars quite often. Gone out of fashion now. To see this type of car quite often in the last of the summer wine, Triumph. At least it's not raining. It's been drizzling earlier on. Tiny few spots. Hardly anything to notice actually. Fire engines just on the way out, so fortunately we're going to miss those ones. More modern 1970s type of cars up here. Tractor line up down here. These are vintage ones. Right, if you look at some of these cars at the back here, really oldish looking ones. Like one from maybe the 1930s, I don't know. Very old. Pity Dinaya's not up here with me. She could be interviewing people about their vintage motors otherwise. This one's a wind-up one to the left. Remember them quite distinctly from the 1960s, the wind-up motors. And let's see towards the left. Another wind-up one there. Believe me, this is not a wind-up, but the real thing. Very small in those days. Trying to get two in here if I can. Close look at this car in a minute off camera to see what I can tell you about it. Now, I'd hoped that it would say when it was made, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, this one's a bit more newer. And the one next to it was the one that my dad used to have that always used to keep boiling over. Motorcycle section now, post-war motorcycles. Let's have a look at these ones up here. Before this one leaves, over here, this one here. Another interesting one. No, that really does look old, I must admit. 1927 that motorcycle was, a lot older than me. And here's some of the tractors here. I don't think there's going to be too much more to show you because lots of the vehicle owners have unfortunately left. I didn't get here till quite late. It's a bit of a fluster earlier on. Fortunately. That one there does look interesting. Like combine harvester, those wheels. Just cut over to the navy grey one here before I have a good look at the combine harvester type wheels of the other one. Yes, very simple you could say maybe. But there again, what's inside there, I wouldn't like to have to be the person that puts that together. Tangled it a few months ago, load of microphone cable, give me a bit more, so there's been quite some sort of delay. Let's go see these miniature tractors. one here. Like the sort of toy tractors type, but a little bit bigger. Actually, they use that type on small gauge railways. That's a lovely one here. Nice toy. There we go. Lovely machine. Take it off my perch on my cycle to get a higher view of the intricate workings of this machine. It's got a doggy show going on here as well. I might catch a bit of that in a minute. Well, nothing seems to be happening. Nothing's happening on the doggy show at the moment, so I'll leave that for now anyway. Pleased to see the model ships now. They had a sort of water sports day at Mullion today, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. It's probably over now anyway. Must have taken a long while to put all these things together. Like the real thing at high magnification, but I assure you they're not. Navy ship now. Not the best angle to try to get a look at it. Two small ones in front as well. Okay, it's about the last of the boats one. Just one round the back that I'll try and get a view of in a minute. One round the back I'll try and get a view of in a minute. It's just about the last of them anyway. Vintage lorry part up here. Probably be the finishing part now. Obviously you cannot zoom in too much. Try to get a bit nearer if I can. Well looked after anyway. That one's on tow by the looks. All Cornish ones as well. This one looks like an old milk float, but I'm sure it's not. Oh, 1929. Well, it looks as if I'm going to have to finish here anyway. Nothing really much more to do. So unless I discover something later on, after I've officially finished, well then I'm now officially finished. I not spotted this Jaguar earlier on anyway. Here's the last one for today now then.